The reporter for GB News was at a protest in the Greater Manchester town of Altrincham. She has now spoken police about the incident. A GB News reporter was swarmed by pro-migration stand-up to racism protesters at a demonstration in Altrincham. Northwest reporter Sophie Reaper was at one of the many protests around the country that have erupted over hotels being used to house asylum seekers. At one point, she appears to be hit in the head with a placard. "I've just been hit by a placard on the head by one of these counter-protesters," she said. "We are just trying to give them the opportunity to have their side. Police are now having to jump in. We have just been assaulted by one of these counter-protesters. We're just going to step out because things have got rather dicey." Migrant protests and counter-demonstrations have broken out across the country tonight with gatherings in Leeds, Bowthorpe, in Norfolk, Altrincham, in Cheshire, Canary Wharf, in London, Epping, in Essex and Canary Wharf in London. Earlier, it was revealed that the Home Office was planning to go ahead with housing single male migrants at a hotel in Diss, Norfolk, despite concerns from residents and the local council. Speaking to the channel shortly after the incident in Altrincham, Ms. Reaper said she had spoken to Greater Manchester Police. She added, "I was definitely a bit shaken up after it happened, and I have got a bit of a killer headache now because what people might not have realized is at the front it was a placard, but from the back the gentleman hit me with the metal pole that was attached to his flag." She went on, "I have spoken to Greater Manchester Police because I don't feel it is appropriate for violence to ever be used." A spokesman for GB News confirmed Ms. Reaper was fine following the incident and that she had reported the matter to police. In Canary Wharf, 2 people were arrested at a protest at the Britannia Hotel, the Metropolitan Police said. Officers have also imposed conditions on the group protesting against the use of the hotel to house asylum seekers. The force posted on X, "Officers have made 2 arrests in Canary Wharf. One person protesting against the use of the hotel by asylum seekers has been arrested after a bottle was thrown at officers. A member of the counter-protest group has been arrested for failing to remove a face covering. We have imposed conditions using the Public Order Act to prevent serious disorder at the protests in Canary Wharf. The group protesting against the use of the hotel by asylum seekers have been instructed to remain in front of the blue hoarding on the pavement opposite the Britannia Hotel. More than 100 people are protesting with Stand Up to Racism as part of the Defend Refugees, Stop the Far-Right demonstrations happening across the UK on Friday. Dozens of protesters escorted by a large number of police officers could be seen joining the protest outside the hotel, carrying banners that read, "Never Again," "Remember History," "Fight Fascism," and "Refugees Welcome." About 100 more people are demonstrating on the side of counter-protesters. They could be heard shouting, "Stop the boats," and several of them were waving the Union flag.